What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop going in. All right, family. I mean, this is a big one right here. This is a big one. We've been having this discussion for, I guess, a few days now. And it's one that has left many men in a pickle. Y'all know it's heavy when I use the word pickle, when I say it left somebody in a pickle. It left them in a pickle. Now, family, I want y'all to understand. I want you to bear with me on this one. Bear with me. This is heavy. This is heavy. A group of women took it upon themselves to compile a list of places that are unacceptable for a man to take them to on a first date. The list is rather unique, interesting. First off, I want to give a shout out to the women who get it. The women who are appreciative of anything that a man does for her. A woman who knows how to show gratitude. Most women who know how to show gratitude, most people that know how to show gratitude understands that you're not likely to be given anything in the future if you don't appreciate what you have already, what you get already. Anytime somebody does something for you, you already won, whatever it is, because nobody, I don't give a damn how fine you are, how pretty you are, how good you think your box is, owe you anything. So I want to give a big shout out to the women who get it. Those women are going to fare a lot better. They're going to fare far better than the ones who don't. Some of you are very delusional. Social media has destroyed your concept of reality. And I get it. Some of y'all are so excited. Some of you are so excited about going out, not because you want to be with a man, not because you appreciate that man. You want to go to the fancy restaurants so you can take pretty pictures. That's right, I said it. You want to go to those fancy restaurants so you can take some pretty pictures. Take a picture of the food. Ooh, look at this. Look how expensive my food look. Yeah, that's what a lot of that is about. You're not enjoying the man's company. You're enjoying what the man is providing, the environment that he's providing, that plate, that food, that silverware, that drink. How can that drink and that food add to your portfolio? Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I can tell you right now that a $200 plate of food goes down the exact same way a $10 plate of food does. And it's going to come out the same way. And when your stomach get hungry, it's going to get hungry around the same time again. If you eat some food, I don't care how good that food is. If you eat at 11 a.m., sometime around 6 or 7 o'clock, your stomach gonna start growling. I don't care what you ate before that. I don't care if it cost $1,000. Your stomach gonna start growling again. If it costs $10, it's gonna hold you over for several hours, and you're gonna be hungry again around 6 or 7 o'clock or whatever time. The food's gonna go down, and it's going to come out the same way. The only difference is whoever paid for it is going to be that much lighter in the pockets. I've been to thousands of restaurants, high end and low end and everything in the middle. And I can't even remember most of them that I went to, including the expensive ones. I can't even remember. I can't remember most of the time that I went. I can't remember. Maybe I can remember going to one, but I can't remember what happened. I don't even remember most of the names of the restaurants I went to. But you know what I do remember? I remember that woman. I remember that conversation. I'm so good, oftentimes I can remember what she was wearing. We ain't gonna make it at this rate, family. This sense of entitlement is crazy. The dating scene today, damn, it is treacherous, treacherous. Look, I saw a video of a woman the other day who was asked a question by a guy in the street. What do you expect a man to spend on you for a first date? And she said at least $200. I get it, fam. Different strokes for different folks. People got their choices. People got their thing, whatever their level is, I get it. The problem with some of the stuff that these people are saying is that they're projecting their superficial ways or even their high expectations or whatever their level of comfort is onto other people who may be impressionable, young people who may be impressionable, who don't know, who don't understand, who ain't figured it out yet. And they're thinking, oh, she's a pretty young woman. She's a nice looking woman. She got a nice bag. She got some nice shoes on. If it's good enough for her, if that's what she's saying I need to be doing, that's what I need to be doing. Then you go out there and bust your head straight up against the concrete, listening to this damn bird. These are birds. I wouldn't want nothing to do with them. And I don't give a, and I'm glad they don't want nothing to do with me. I'm glad, because they wouldn't have a shot in hell. Let me tell you something, fam. I love beautiful women. I've always had a beautiful woman on my side, if I had one. I ain't always been with a woman at all times, but when I had one, she's always been a showstopper. When I walk in the room with one, you dig what I'm saying? That's my first attraction to a woman. What she look like. But after that, she got to have some substance. It's got to be something more than just what she looked like, because there's millions of beautiful women all over the world. So it comes down to me, what kind of person are you? If a woman thinks she's better than me, if she thinks she's too good for me, get out. I'm cool because I got too much self-esteem. My self-esteem is too good to allow myself to be ran over by a woman. I want to impress her so much. I'm going to just jump through hoops so much for her that I lose myself, my own identity. I hear people saying, well, you know, the woman is the prize. Then some dudes be like, the man is the prize. No, the relationship is the prize. Having a solid relationship based on trust, based on values, based on commonalities. That's the prize. Based on peace, on cooperation and unity. That's the prize. When one person thinks that they're better than another in any kind of partnership, when one person thinks that they're more valuable than the other, the relationship is off tilt. It ain't gonna work. One partner has to have the same amount of respect and see the other as worthy of the partnership as they are. Or it ain't gonna work. It might get propped up for a while, but it's bound to come to a screeching halt. Because I'm gonna tell you something I know for a fact. When a person is in a relationship and they believe that they settled, they're resentful. When a woman or man is in a relationship and they're resentful about the person that they so-called settled for, they're not going to respect that person. And they are going to step out on that person. And they are going to be constantly looking for something better because they think they deserve something better. So the moment something comes along better, they're out of here. I want to know what kind of person you're. Yeah, your ass is fat. Yeah, and I don't even like all that. But I'll give you that. Yeah, you got a fat ass, you got a nice ass, you got a pretty face and little waist and all that kind of stuff. But what kind of person are you? A lot of you dudes are getting exactly what you deserve when you end up with them type of women. Because they're telling you what they are. They're telling you you ain't nothing. They're telling you they don't care nothing about you. They're telling you, give me this, or, you know, what am I bringing to the table? I'm bringing me. I'm bringing my presence to the table. That should be enough. Enough for who? A damn fool? You got to have more than that for a man. Man looking for a lot more than just that. Oh, yeah, you know, yeah, you cute and all that. Yeah, you get that, but don't get that confused. Don't get a man trying to hit it confused with a man trying to be with it. Don't get that confused. Let's take a look at this list. Let's take a look at this list. Oh, man, this is pathetic. Cheesecake Factory. First of all, anybody who puts Cheesecake Factory on their list of unacceptable first dates cannot be trusted. Cheesecake got 10,000 items on the menu. Something for everybody. You can get a meal at Cheesecake Factory for as little as $13, or you can go all the way up to what, $100 or more. Not to mention how good the food is. Their food is consistently good. I mean, literally hundreds of items. Good. I don't even know how they do it. but they do it and they do it consistently. Applebee's. I think I've eaten at Applebee's once, didn't like it. I could see why it would end up on the list. Chili's. Hadn't eaten at Chili's in a long time, but I never saw anything wrong with Chili's. Olive Garden, hadn't eaten there in a long time, but only because I don't like the smell. I don't know what that smell is at the Olive Garden, but that smell I cannot tolerate. The food is good though. I do remember that food being good. Chipotle, I do eat at Chipotle. They got good food. It's quality food. You get it fast, you get in and out and put something on your stomach and you keep on moving at a very reasonable price. You can get a nice meal at Chipotle for under $10. The movies. When did the movie start being an unacceptable first date? And I think before I go any further that we have to really take a look at, we should take a look at where a woman is in her life, because this list has a lot to do with where you are in life, right? And I think a lot of it depends on the age of a woman, the age and where she is career-wise, where she is socially. Some of the things that are on this list, some women have outgrown. So we have to consider that. There's other things on the list that I can't see how a person gets around to outgrowing. Skip back to that list. Skip back to the list. Your house. Okay, I get it. Not a good idea. I take that. She don't want to go to a man's house. Got that. That makes sense. You know what the implication is there. I got it. Makes sense. Any fast food chain. You sound like a fool. Any fast food chain. Now, here's where I am with that, fam. And Buffalo, let me put it together. So these are some of the fast food chains. Buffalo Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, all fast food chains. Well, Red Lobster is not so fast, but it's all kind of in the same vein. Let me explain something to you, family. When it comes to taking a woman out to a nice place or whatever, or a first date is just like a woman is checking for a man on a first date. A man is trying to check to see what kind of woman he's dealing with. The first date, in my eyes, should be a set time dedicated to being spent together. The quality time is determined by the connection you share, not where you go or what you do. It's about the connection you share, not where you go or what you do. If a woman really likes you, if she's feeling you, you could pretty much take her to a chicken fight and it'll be cool. It'll be wild as hell, but she's just happy to be with you. A woman would go damn near anywhere with you if she likes you. Some dudes are under the impression that they have to go all out because they ain't got no conversation. Some dudes ain't got nothing going for themselves but money. So they got to throw the money around anyway. They ain't got no choice in their minds because they don't have any conversation. They ain't got nothing else to impress a woman. So they just blow money. A buffet. I don't like buffets in particular. I wouldn't go to a buffet to save my life. People are nasty at buffets. They, especially when you have kids in there and certain other kinds of people who don't have any type of home training. People be at buffets blowing their nose, sneezing, picking up food with their hands, you know, touching the utensils that you use to scoop the food up after they come from the bathroom, didn't even wash their hands, digging in their nose, scratching their ass. I don't trust buffets at all. IHOP. Yeah, I would not go to IHOP. I used to go to IHOP, but IHOP has gotten progressively worse. It's like they hire the worst, nastiest looking people with no teeth in their mouth. Now, if you work at IHOP and you got teeth in your mouth, I ain't talking about you, but I am talking about your coworker. Denny's, same thing. Same thing. I absolutely I wouldn't go to Denny's on a first, second, or 1 millionth date. The gym. That's interesting. This is why people got to do what works for them. A gym might be a perfect date for someone who is a gym rat, someone who likes to work out, who's really passionate about fitness. That might be a perfect date, especially if she's looking for a new gym to join. Perhaps she's trying to get in shape and, she's expressed that, hey, why don't we do this? Especially if she decides that that's where she wants to go. That's always a good look. So it depends. I've never even considered something like that myself, but I don't just go to where everybody else think I should be going or whatever, do what everybody else is doing. A lot of what I do is spontaneous. So it just depends on the woman and what kind of vibes I'm picking up from her is where I might decide to take her. Church, I think I went to church on a first date before. Yeah, I went with a woman. She wanted to go to church. She wanted to take me to church. And that was our first date. Shouldn't have went. No, I'm messing with y'all. But it was a good date. It's a good feel. It's a good look. I couldn't be mad about it. Starbucks, I don't understand why, a coffee date, a first date, just sitting around, sitting at a Starbucks, a coffee shop would be something that would deter a woman from a first date. I don't understand that piece. Coffee, oftentimes that's better than going somewhere where you're having drinks, where you can have your thoughts manipulated by alcohol. So I know a number of people who find coffee dates to be a perfect fit for a first date. Ice cream dates, I have no problem with that. Some women like ice cream, and if you're talking to a woman and she's not that hungry, and or she's just been craving a particular type of ice cream, and you say, well, hey, how about let's just go over here? That could be a perfect date. You get time to sit there, lick your ice cream, get to see her licking on that ice cream and how she, that could be exciting. That could be exciting. But you get time to really just talk to each other, right? Because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for quality time where you can, just kind of feel each other out. And the only way you can really do that is to have a conversation, right? Family functions, yeah, that could be pretty awkward if you just met somebody for the first time and you're taking her to a family function around a bunch of people she don't know. She don't even know you yet, and you're already bringing her around a bunch of family members and stuff. She probably don't know any names of anybody. She'd probably be very uncomfortable. Plus, I wouldn't take a woman around my family. I wouldn't take a woman that I just met around my family anyway. She got to work her way in on that. Movie night, we spoke on that. Somewhere that requires a long drive, that could be good. But again, that's case by case situation. You know, what if picking her up requires a long drive? Maybe that's a long drive. Maybe she lives out of the way of where you want to go to. You know, so maybe you got to pick her up and maybe you got to drive. You know, so again, this is some of the asinine statements that were made in this list. It just absolutely makes no sense. Bowling. I don't bowl, but for a bowling enthusiast, that could be a good play. Nightclubs, bad play, bad idea. Nightclubs are a very, very, very bad idea. Simply because if you just met a woman, if you're just meeting a woman and there's no type of real commitment there, she can meet another dude and because she feels she don't have any commitment to you, she'll bounce. Now, only a low down woman would do something like that. But, you know, that gives you a chance to really see what she's really about though. So, but why even put yourself in that position in the first place though? I don't care if you setting it up and you trying to see what she's about, you really want to see what she's about. I don't care how player you are. If you bring a woman to a club and she leave with another dude, your feelings gonna be hurt. So why even put yourself in that position? Going to a nightclub, taking a woman to a nightclub when you just met her is a horrible, horrible, horrible idea. Hookah bar, same thing. Bad idea. A bar just for drinks, again, first date, that could go either way. The Waffle House. The Waffle House is one of those places that I'm gonna tell you the way I am, fam. I might take a woman to the Waffle House just for the entertainment. I wouldn't take her for the food, just for the entertainment value. Yeah, you want to laugh? Let's go to Waffle House. It's just straight entertainment. But it wouldn't be good unless you took her like in the wee hours, like after the club hours, go to the Waffle House. But then again, you might get robbed. You might have to take your gun if you go to Waffle House. Also, if you go to the Waffle House, if you're black, it's a bad idea because Waffle House has a penchant for treating black people very badly. I don't go to Waffle House. I don't like it. But if I did go, which I wouldn't, but if I did, it would be strictly for entertainment purposes because some of the weirdest people go into the Waffle House and work at the Waffle House. Horrible, horrible, horrible place. Just horrible place. And last on the list is sporting events. So let me ask you this. Let's say we just met and I got tickets to the Super Bowl. You don't want to go? You don't want to go? What if I got tickets for, I don't know, Astros playoff game, World Series? You don't want to go? You don't want to go to like the NBA championship? You don't want to go? What about All-Star game? A lot of people go to All-Star Weekend. I'm sure a lot of them birds go to the All-Star Weekend. They fly to the All-Star Weekend. But what about actually going to the game? Most people that go to All-Star Weekend don't go to the actual game. What if I got tickets to the game? You saying you don't want to go to the game? Yeah, right. Ultimately, fam, this all boils down to doing what makes you sleep good. Everybody should take this list with a grain of salt. And understand, too, that the women who created this list, collectively, something is wrong with them mentally. That's right. Some of the stuff, especially starting with the cheesecake girl, something is wrong with her. Why would you even want to be with her anyway? Why would anybody want to listen to her and take any advice from her? This is a chick who just blew off a potential good relationship, a good match with a man, because she felt like Cheesecake Factory was beneath her. Locked the man out of his own car. She didn't want to get out of the car because he pulled up at the Cheesecake Factory. Keep in mind, fam, which was the Cheesecake Factory was a second choice only because the first choice, they could not attend that restaurant because she showed up an entire hour late. This is a woman who don't even value a man's time to show up for a date. The man went to pick her up. She come out the house a whole hour late. That's a woman that don't even value a man's time. I wouldn't be with her. Some of you dudes, y'all gonna have to get some self-esteem, man, because the only reason why these chicks got the audacity to say something like that is because you got dudes out there that will acquiesce to their demands. That is the only reason why they act like that. Some of you dudes are out here tricking. Lil Wayne messed y'all up. When he said it ain't tricking if you got it, y'all was like, yeah, that's right. Here you go, baby. Here go a stack. You just met this chick. Here go a stack. Shh. I ain't rocking it like that, man. I got too many family members that I love that could use that stack. I don't even know this chick. She ain't did nothing to earn nothing. Why would I just give her a stack just because she cute? I got cute little nieces that I care about that more than her. I can give my niece a stack before I give it to her. Every time I think about giving one of these birds a stack, I could find somebody who I truly love to get that stack to. I could find somebody I truly care about to get that stack to. I can find somebody that I truly think is deserving of that stack to give it to. There are people out there that are struggling, that are trying, but they've going through a rough patch, and they're humble, and they'll remember that for the rest of their lives. If I gave them anything, if I gave them $200, they'll remember it for the rest of their life. They wouldn't take it for granted. They wouldn't feel entitled to it. They wouldn't feel like, yeah, you better do this for me because I look cute, because I'm cute. You better spend $200 on me. I'm cute. There are people out there that would make their entire year to do something like that for. I would do it for them. I would do it for a perfect stranger before I do it for a chick who feels like she's entitled. I'd do it for a perfect stranger before I do it for a bird. I'm supposed to like just do whatever for you just because you got an ass. I got an ass. Everybody got an ass. What's an ass? It's just an ass. It don't do nothing. The ass don't type. The ass don't clean up. It don't cook nothing to eat. The ass just there. It's just an ass. The ass don't feed the babies. It don't go out and buy clothes. It don't iron clothes. It don't mow the yard. It don't paint the house. It don't carpool. It's just there. For the purpose of aesthetics, to complete the body parts. I would not even taken part in something like that. Social media has messed up a whole lot of people. They messed their heads up. They got them looking at other people's lives, and they're trying to live vicariously through these other people. I'm gonna say it again. I do believe that some of these women, they only want to go to these restaurants, these high-end restaurants, so they can take pictures and put them on the gram and make it look like they got something going on. Make it look like this is what they do. This is how they live it. But they want you to buy them a $200 plate of food that they can't even buy themselves. Talk to me, fam. Talk to me. Going into the comments. Ruth Robinson, what up? Casey M, I see you. Shay Shay, what it do? Angela Burnley, what's up, Angela? Jamie. Christian H, stay sucker free. What's up, Kim Carter? Frozen pizza. And I'm gonna say this too, fam. I'm gonna say this. If I'm talking to a chick on the phone, I'm feeling the chick, and we're gonna go out somewhere on a first date. We're gonna go get some food. I'm gonna take her to wherever I'm feeling. Whatever I'm feeling for that at that time, that's where we going. That could be the Cheesecake Factory. That could be Steak 48. It depends on how I feel. Now, if she made a special request, that's different. If she had a special request and she said, I'd like to go here. Now, I got to look at what type of chick she is and what am I doing with her? Like, oh, am I really feeling her like that? If she make that request, we can go anywhere in the world. But, you know, I worked to get myself to that point. I wouldn't have been able to say that when I was a teenager and before I turned 24 years old. I wouldn't be able to say something like that. So you got to consider people, you got to consider where you are. Because when I was at that age, I wouldn't even try. I was not going out to eat with women. I wasn't taking women out to eat. I couldn't afford it. So if we was going to go somewhere, if we were going to do something, we going to eat at my house, we going to eat at your house, or we finna grab some 3-piece Popeyes chicken, or we going to grab some McDonald's or some Burger King or something like that. Ain't gonna be no sitting around eating and tipping folks. I couldn't afford it. So I ain't try to afford it. I wasn't fronting. I would not take my last $50. I would not be earning $300 for the week. All I made was $300. I'm not finna go to a restaurant and give up a third of my pay. That's crazy. Work all week to go to a restaurant and eat and give up a third of your pay for something that you're going to release in a few hours and you ain't got nothing to show? That don't make sense. Y'all better stop trying to keep up with these people, man. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses and keep up with the Smiths and the Washingtons and the Dennises and the Jeffersons and whoever else, whatever your name is. That's what you better try to keep up with. That's who you better try to keep up with. Stop looking at these people because they're going to be broke. A lot of these people who look like they got it, they already broke. And a whole lot of them who just blowing money, a whole lot of them who are blowing money, they're going to be broke too. Throwing them stacks around, talking about giving $1 million and just blowing money, they're going to be broke, fam. A fool and his money will always part. And guess what? A lot of these women know that. And they don't care about those dudes because all they're going to do as soon as he go broke, they ain't going to wait till he go all the way broke. They're going to get as much as out of him as he can. They're going to start seeing him pull back. They're going to start seeing him not spending as much money. They're going to know when his money getting tight. And before it go all the way, before he lose it all, they're going to burn off so that they can say they didn't leave him when he was broke. They're going to burn off right before he lose it all. See what I'm saying? So if I take a woman out, we going where I want to go. We're going to go where I want to go unless she has a request. Now, women, this is not me trying to be domineering or controlling. This is me doing what y'all say y'all want a man to do. Y'all said y'all want a man to take control. You want a man to you don't want to be having to think about everything all the time. So I got that. You want to go out? Okay, I got it. This is where we going. Sometimes I just make it a total surprise. And we just drive, get in the car, start driving, we pull up, boom, we here. I've taken women to the barbecue. I've taken women to a barbecue place in the hood, first date, and everything went well. Sat there, talked, and because the bottom line is, man, good food is good food. I don't care where they serving it at. As long as you go to a place that's safe, you taking her to a safe environment, and it's clean, it's safe. Good food is good food. That's the way I rock. If she can't be that kind of woman, I can't deal with her. It's cool to have some class. It's cool to have class. You know, don't get me wrong. I like women with class. So it's cool to have class. But what ain't cool is that self-entitlement. What ain't cool is that putting that nose up in the air. I don't do that. I don't mess with them type of women. Because guess what? I ain't gonna never forget where I come from, where I started. So that means that there's other people that's still starting where I started at. It's people in the same position where I started. So if she got that type of mentality and that type of attitude about them, well, that's how she really feel about me if I didn't have it. So that's the way I look at it. I don't rock like that. Yeah, I don't rock like that at all. See, some of these chicks, they ain't got nothing going but their looks. That's it. That's all they got. They ain't got nothing else going. They don't want to go nowhere where you can have a real conversation and stuff like that because they ain't got no conversation. They don't know nothing past what Sexy Red and Sukihana got going on and who messing with who, man, and all of this reality TV stuff. That's all they know. What bag costs this amount of money and, you know, who driving this and what section this person, how much this person making. That's all they know. They don't know nothing about no kind of politics, no type of social issues. Most of them don't even know who the governor is of their state. They don't even know who the governor is. Some of them don't even know who the mayor is in their city. I mean, a straight up bird. Ain't got no sense. Talking about they want a man to do this and that and this and that, this and that, this and that. Again, shouts out to the women out there that get it. Shout out to the women out there who are not entitled. Not entitled for nothing but being but respect and being treated right. Everybody should feel entitled to that. Every man should feel entitled to being respected, feel entitled to being treated right. And that whatever that entitlement is should be reciprocated. He should make sure that should be extended. Hey, but all of this just thinking just because you are who you are, that's it? That's all you got to do? Again, the problem is the people who allow them to do it. The dudes who allow them to do it. A lot of y'all out there some simps and suckers. Y'all real suckers. You're a real sucker with that it ain't tricking if you got it. Tricking is tricking, man. I don't give a damn how much money you got. Tricking is tricking. Anytime you're bending over and doing things for a woman just to try to get favor, when you compromise your integrity, just to try to get favor, get something out of a woman, you're tricking, you're simping. Woman treats you like shit, and you treating her like a queen, you a simp. Ain't no way you gonna treat me bad, and I'm gonna treat you like a queen. Ain't no way you gonna get that out of me. And I shouldn't get that out of you. Ain't no way I'm gonna dog you out and treat you like nothing, and you supposed to treat me like a king. Ain't no way. That don't even make sense. I would question a woman who allows something like that to happen. Who is that? Keith Young, what up? Nandi Johnston, Balance, O'Shea Smith, Yusuf, what's up, Yusuf Abraham? Or is that Abraham? Abraham. Master Teacher, what up? Margot Jones, what it do, Margot? What's up, Nisi Q? Alicia Loving Life, what up? What's up, Melvin Hill? Yeah, fam, I don't even understand how people can be with people that don't respect them. I don't understand how people can be with people who think that they're beneath them. Why would you be with somebody who think that you're beneath them? Why would you do that to yourself? It don't matter how much ass you kiss. They'll never respect you. Some of y'all don't even care that you don't have any respect. You just want to be with that person no matter what. You don't care if the person disrespect you at all. You just want to be with them. I ain't never wanted to be around somebody that bad. Never. Man, I don't care who she is. I ain't never wanted to be around a woman that bad. Don't make sense. Baron George, what's up? What's up, Kizzy? Danny O. Again, fam, let me talk to the men for a minute. Brother, if you ain't got it, don't trip. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. That's what I did. I didn't have it. I worked on myself. If I saw a woman and I liked her, I tried to get at her. I'm the dude in the passenger seat of my best friend's ride, hanging out the passenger side. That's me. But I wasn't no scrub. I was that dude before I was that dude, because in my mind, that's what I felt. So if I walked inside the club, even if I ain't had no money, I went after the baddest girl in the club. Sometimes I got her. Most of the times I didn't. But that's what I went for. And when I got turned down, you know what I said? Her loss. Because I know what type of dude I am. I know I'm solid. I know I'm loyal. I know ain't nobody gonna hold her down like I will. So go on out there and deal with the other dudes and, take your chances. So for me, I didn't try to, I wasn't even thinking about going to restaurants and stuff. It didn't bother me. It just didn't bother me. I was in survival mode. I was thinking about just eating, being able to get a meal on the table. I was thinking about paying my rent, paying those bills, getting that light bill paid. I was thinking along those lines, like essentials. When you're struggling, it's not a good idea to bring somebody along for the struggle. Two people struggling. Look, man, I can do bad all by myself. That's what my mama used to say. I can do bad all by myself. So why would I go and put that type of responsibility on myself? And now we bumping heads because both of us hungry. She looking at me like, and even if she got it and I ain't got it, for every dollar she paid toward a bill, that's a little bit less respect I get. I understand how some of y'all dudes thinking with this 50-50 thing, but it's going to be kind of hard to be the king of the castle when you paying 50-50. You're going 50-50. It's going to be kind of hard. I know you think it's possible, and for some people it is. Most people, it's not going to be possible. It's not going to be possible. If she working and you working and she putting in the same amount of time you putting in, and you think that she going to come home and just start cooking, you are sadly mistaken. So, Miss, who was that? Said Miss Jazzy. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Family, how about y'all drop some cool places that y'all think would be cool to, some places that are not on the list? What are some cool first dates that are not on the list? What are some cool places? Talk and walk is good. What about skating? Gotta have some, well, you gotta be kind of, make sure you kind of gotta be a little in shape to do stuff like that. But what about skating? What about like playing tennis or pickleball or something like that? What about something like that? Or like a dance class, going to a dance class or something, doing couples yoga. What about something like that? Ride bikes, kayaking, canoeing. Start getting a little expensive though. I got to keep in mind, what about the dudes who ain't got it? Look, again, family, like a dates are cool. If your money tight, then you got to be a little bit more creative with dating. And you got to scratch those women, those high maintenance women off your list. And it's okay, because most of those women that are high maintenance, that are entitled, they ain't gonna work out with nobody anyway. It's just not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. Even if they find a dude with all the money in the world, it ain't gonna work for that dude, because he's gonna realize quickly that she's just with him because of what he can do for her financially. So if your money tight, you gotta find ways to have fun that don't involve spending a lot of money. If you work and you making $500 a week, man, you working for every dollar, bro. Why would you give up $100 on entertainment? That's 20% of your paycheck. You got to look at it like that. That's 20% of your wages. Why would you spend 20% of your wages on entertainment? It don't make sense unless you're in the entertainment business and you writing it off. You're making big money like that and you're writing it off. It don't make sense. Why would you spend 20% of your weekly money on like taking somebody on a date? Take 20% and buy groceries for the month. Cook at home, man. You got it, man. Man, some of y'all be making it harder than what it really is. There are women out there who are simple women who just want to have a good time, want to have a good man, and want to be treated right, who are okay with having a good time, being with a man that she enjoyed being with and having a good time. And then you got women out there who are with men who got a whole bunch of money, but they riding around in a $300,000 vehicle and they mad at each other. He driving like this and she over there like, they miserable. I'm talking about, man, you gotta find that vibe that works for you. I'm telling you. And I also get off this internet, because this internet will make you feel like you need to go out there and get it and come back with it. And I'm talking about fast. Mess around and throw your whole life away trying to keep up with these fools. Keep in mind, family, these chicks are birds. They're not going to make good mothers either. A lot of them, they're not going to make good mothers. I'm talking, this is a shoe fit wear situation. A lot of you women out there, y'all good women. Y'all know who you are. But it's a lot of them out there, they birds. They're not going to make good mothers. They're going to give you hell. If you procreate with them, they're going to give you hell. They're going to run you through that system and they're going to break you. They're going to make your life a living hell. So when they have these type of attitudes, they're actually doing you a favor, because they're telling you what they're going to do to you before you ever even commit to them. They're telling you who they are. Jay Glover. You can't keep up with these type of chicks, fam, especially if you're a type of man who are, if the income ain't great, but even if the income is good, you can't keep up with them. Because all it takes is a couple of setbacks and, you could be filing for bankruptcy. All it takes is a layoff, 6-month layoff or so, you out of here. Even if you're making good money, most people who's making good money could not go an entire 6 months without pay. They couldn't go 6 months without pay. Now you got a chick that you spending all that bread on and she just demand that you do all this for her, do this, do this, do this, do that, just to be with her. She ain't chipping in nothing. But she look good. 6 months, she out of here, man. She gone. Why would you do that to yourself? Let me tell y'all something, family. Fellas, pay attention. Take a look at that list. Find something on that list. Find something on that list that's reasonable, and that's where you take her to. And let's see. Let's see, said the blind man. Let's see. Find something. If every single item on that list, every single place on that list is unacceptable, she's unacceptable. You dealing with a Martian. Merle Mall, what's up? Master Teacher. Marky J3. Katina Smith. What's up, Katina? I like that name, Katina. Kane Miss Carter. All right, fam, that's my time. But before I go, fam, just remember what I said earlier in the show. A first date is a set time and dedicated place spending together. It's a set time and a dedicated space together. It's about time together. It's about time together so that you can get to know each other. That quality time is determined by the connection you share. Not the food you eat, not the place you go, not what you do. It's about the connection you share. It's a set time dedicated to being spent with another person. And that time is determined by the connection you share. That's what it's about, the connection. A lot of these women who are making these demands about where you can and can't take me on my first date, they don't care about the connection because they just trying to get some Instagram pictures without you in them. They're trying to get an Instagram picture, to post. They want to get a picture of the food, a picture of the drink. They want to show themselves walking inside of the building. It ain't about you. You just a sponsor. They don't care nothing about no connection. And that should tell you everything you need to know about them. Till next time, fam. Appreciate y'all joining. No more talk.